Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
It's all good. 18 past 9 here on Culture Daily. Want to say good morning to you again. In case you just tuned in, we're getting into the heated conversation. It's a bus load of people this morning live in the studio. We are going to have great conversations plus a bit of a surprise as well. But before the convo starts, I want to remind you that come Thursday, the 13th of February, I beg your pardon. I don't know why I said September, but 13th of February, that's coming Thursday at 11 a.m. I know why I said September. 11 a.m. So ABSA Ghana will be hosting you to the ABSA Ready to Work webinar titled Cracking the Goal Setting Myth. The Goal Setting Myth. It's at 11 a.m. It will be live on ABSA's YouTube and Facebook channels at 11 a.m. And this session will explore how to set goals that keep you focused, motivated, and persistent, even when they said the going gets tough. Yes. So don't miss out. This is your chance to start working towards something truly impactful. See you there. Your story matters, ABSA. And also reminding you that Telecel's got great news for you. For existing customers, if you renew your Telecel fixed broadband data today, well, guess what? You get 300% bonus. And for new customers, you get 50% bonus. Plus amazing and mind-blowing offers that are with Telecel fixed broadband. And just down star 900 hash or use Telecel Play app or just download that or visit telecel.com.gh and get connected today. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, the energy is well connected this morning live in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. For those who've caught up the news on socials, we have a brand new personality joining us on at 3 media networks, and it is an honor to have him join us in this big, huge family. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with the studio audience here, round of applause, live from the MCR as well. Would you put your hands together for our brother Jason LA? Yes. Jason. Yeah. Welcome to.
I'm trying not to smile too much. I'm trying to be demure.
I think we should have done a look-alike. You know, lately when you're trying to get somebody into a space and a person is not like coming or forthcoming, you just get a look-alike and then move on. You know. Yeah. Look-alike season and letting like this. Like,
I've never seen my look-alike though.
Oh yeah, it surely exists. Don't let that guy find out. The King Promise guy.
Serials look-alike. I haven't seen it. Sofas. Wow.
Yeah, the lookalikes are there plenty. But anyway, welcome, Jason. It's good to welcome you to the family. We'd love to hear from you as well. You know,
I mean, it feels like I'm already here because I think last year we worked on the 3 music awards. The Crucial, myself, and the So Far.
You two were the carpet hosts. Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you. You know, it's always nice to be appreciated. You know, by people you work with, people you look up to, like that man sitting in front of me. So I'm very, very happy to be. And I just want to say, you know, all the moments in our lives lead to, you know, a particular moment. And I feel like everybody I've worked with in the past, right?
Yeah.
Those moments have led to this moment. So I just want to say thank you to all the platforms I've been on, everybody I've looked up to.
Yeah.
And yes, it's the same old same. Nothing changes. We still work.
Yeah, you've created magic in your life. So congratulations and then welcome. Yeah. It's been a good journey.
I heard you by the Wachi. And I heard Cyril by the Kinky.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming like when I'm here, who I reach out to more.
So we can help you out. All right, so let's just break this down to you real quickly before we jump into the conversation. 9:30 a.m. exactly. So Lenny is an extortionist, so be very careful. She will take from
you.
She will take from you.
Proudly.
No, she's taking the title.
But there's nothing to take from here. Like this guy, there's nothing to take. Jay.
We know him.
No, but you know.
Yeah, we know him.
There's nothing to take.
There's nothing.
The only empty brother doesn't make the most noise.
I'm an honest guy.
Yes, so that's the extortionist. Yes, Lenny.
Okay.
So and also the official house cook. Yes, house cook. Yeah, she's a chef for the house. Okay. Yes, anytime we are cooking, meals for.
So I have to be on a good side at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got
so if
lovely
I'm extorting
meals
from you, use your head to give me.
Yes.
And the
Else you not
locations,
eat.
She knows all the locations to fill your tummy.
Yes, yes, as well. That's Lenny for you. Cyril is the serious guy. That's as the name suggests. Cyril, the
But he's
serious
smiling
guy.
now, so that's good, right?
He's a
That's
serious
good.
guy.
I mean, he's always smiled towards me. So.
Yes. He's an aspiring presidential candidate.
Yes.
Yeah. So he sometimes talks like an honorable.
Okay. But which president is he more like, though? Because there's a host.
That's
of
the
them.
problem. That is the problem. Oh. He's waiting for my government to come into power. Then when my government comes into power, and I am my president.
It's called the Hip
Yes.
Party.
Hip party. we'll rip the life out of them. Yes. As part of my mandates, I'm looking forward to straightening the edges of the country because when I draw the Ghana map, I think the young boys and girls in kindergarten, class 1, class 2, up to like class 5 are having challenges trying to get the exact design for the edges of Ghana. So I've decided to negotiate with Togo, Burkina Faso, and
That's
then
a thoughtful.
Ivory Coast so that we draw a straight line. So Ghana will be a box. Now the benefit to the countries as well is that their kids in the school at least will get one side of the country right. Straight. Yes.
Wow.
As part of my plans as well, I also want to relocate certain regions. So, example, I want to move the northness down south to take over the coastline for a while because I think people have done, we've maintained certain areas for a long time. So it's only right that maybe I move Axim to Ho to Axim.
Jay, this is very thought out.
We'll shuffle the country.
Don't fool it.
We'll shuffle the country.
Like he's really planned this.
We'll
the edges
shuffle.
part will help somebody like me.
Straight. Draw the map of Ghana, then straight.
Rectangle.
Straight. Rectangle. You finish. Yes. I haven't thought about this, but I think this guy said he wants to move the sea. He wants to dredge the sea, which is a great idea.
Cheddar.
Yeah. But for me, I told you, Lenny, you know it already. The sand, we are extending down. Down into the
As
coastline.
you can see, we have a strong mental health policy. We encourage and support all ideas.
Everything.
Yes. So,
Understood.
we don't discourage anybody.
stigma.
There's no stigma here.
There's no stigma here.
No matter what it is, we allow them to share.
To read the whole country's
Yeah.
map. That's interesting.
Dr. Chris joins us every Tuesday morning. We
yeah.
talk about yes. Yeah. Oh, let me say good morning to Nikitina. It's a lady I met yesterday, and you have amazing stuff. I promise I'll do this. She does amazing woven, like clothing. Is it crochet? Is it that one?
Crochet, yeah.
High quality stuff like that. Shouts going out to you. Wishing you all the best in your business as well. So Dr. Chris, we discuss everything: porn addiction. Porn flakes, it's all health related.
Doctor, I'll take your WhatsApp after this.
Yes. It's so far she's your mate already, so I mean, I gotta say your mates like you guys have already done.
Yeah, I
it
called you
together.
last night.
You
I was
did?
like, come to work.
That's
I have to say this on air, but we'll talk about this later. Broke my heart. Anyway.
So today's conversation we are focusing on intermittent fasting. The doc they've been talking about. So Jason, welcome to the show. Welcome to us. Jason has a number of shows. You'll definitely be seeing him on your screens here on 3 Music TV as well. So let's all welcome him. Yesterday, fans and following were all excited about it. And we are glad to make this move happen as well. Opening the transfer window, they call it, opening more opportunities for everyone to be part of the family. But anyway, Doc, so we're talking intermittent fasting. I've been reading all around that, and please feel free to engage as well because this convo is a very important conversation. It's got a bit of religion to it. It's got a bit of health, science, and all of that to it. Yeah, this is serious me talking about. And Doc, first off, I want to find out from you. Fasting, away from religion, fasting in itself, is there a medical explanation to what it is? The last time we were talking about things and we were talking about something, you said that clinically there's another way you call it. Oh, last week we're talking about last week's topic, guys. Y'all forgot that you wasn't here. I understand.
This LPM is brought to you by Pantai.
I don't understand.
Last week we were discussing
rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, but the other name was
rheumatism.
rheumatism. Oh, guys, why are you making it sound like I don't exist?
No, I was trying to figure out. You didn't say topic, right? So I was just trying to figure out the conversation that you
led to me saying what you want.
Have you guys realized you're having a conversation about a conversation?
I know, right?
Because I don't understand.
Is there a medical term for fasting?
No.
No.
That's
Oh,
no.
Come.
because the other one is starvation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The other one is starvation.
If it's voluntary,
It's voluntary. It's fasting. If it's not, then it's starvation.
So is it the word that fasting just goes under more of religion and starvation goes to science, or
Starvation is socio-economic. Like things you can't afford food.
okay, all right.
So then that leads to
But when
you
it's
not being able
deliberate.
to afford. It's deliberate. Like everything around you
Yeah.
leads to you not having enough food to eat.
Yeah.
So therefore, starvation.
The ultimate question is that some of us choose fasting as a means to reduce weight.
Right.
We want to talk about the health implications and the benefits per se.
Okay.
Because, for example, like this morning, I haven't had breakfast. I am fasting. You know, fasting with no prayer is no reward, no heaven, no
If you fast without prayer, isn't that
no reward in heaven. There's no
no?
reward.
You are just starving, no.
I'm just waiting to hear how he would define this.
You
And
assume
I'll see
everybody
if there's a if
who
there
hasn't
is.
eating is religious.
No, I'm just saying that I just want to hear the answer. Then I'll know whether maybe fasting on earth without prayer there's a benefit. Because if without prayer in heaven this is zero, then here as well there, then Charlie.
No. There are two forms of the fasting you are talking about. You are fasting under religion, where there's a reason why you are fasting.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with you losing weight. The purpose for it is maybe to get closer to God, to cut away certain things in your life that you feel is prevent you from getting closer to God. Right.
Exactly.
That's different. There's a purpose to what you are doing. As soon as the purpose changes, your purpose on the other hand is for you to lose weight, healthy, right? That's different. So it's the same word, but the purpose is different. So both of them will probably achieve the same aim and goal, but one is motivated, one is not.
Cereal.
Why does God have a problem with a balanced diet?
No, I don't think.
Why would
I don't think that's a problem.
He doesn't have a problem with the
why would God
balance.
have a problem with a
Cyril, wait.
balanced diet?
Fasting doesn't necessarily have to do
No,
with
I
food
don't.
or
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Can
so
fast
It could
phone.
be
yes.
phone,
Social
alcohol,
media.
My question-
sex.
So
My question was nonsensical and humorous on purpose, but I believe you get the undertone of what
Yeah,
I'm suggesting.
yeah.
Okay.
He said maybe fasting because you want to get closer to God, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm poking at. It's an honest question.
Okay.
Is it that I cannot be well fed, have my
And still go
solid
closer to
breakfast,
God?
and get closer to God? That's what I'm asking.
But religiously, most of us fast with
Aim of cutting something out, abstaining from something.
Yeah.
That's why you are doing it, because we feel if you can, food is a necessity. For
We
some
are coming
reason,
to that.
food is a necessity. For some reason, when you stop eating, the desire to eat is there, right? Now, if I tell you,
When you stop eating, the desire to eat is there. Dog, 5 points.
if in a sense that, and for some reason, I realize that when you choose not to eat, the foods that you start smelling different kinds of food.
Exactly, Doc. Exactly.
So that's why
Or you start craving a lot of things.
Exactly.
It takes what's going on?
I don't know.
It takes a lot to choose to do certain things. For example, if you take to cut out social media or your phone, or to cut out maybe drinking alcohol, to cut out certain things, social behaviors, it takes a lot, because if your Friday norm is to go out, and I tell you, you just think, okay, for the next 2 months, I don't want to go out on Fridays. People will come to your house looking for you to take you out. Let's say you can't afford. You say, okay, I want to cut out cost, because cost-wise, you feel I want to achieve something with my money.
Like this
so I'm
week,
putting
I intend to cut down cost.
by turning off your phone.
Yeah, I've asked the president to. I put on my Facebook that the president should kindly postpone it small, like maybe just add some. Maybe next week then we chop vows. Just change it small. Just change the day.
So I think another thing is I was reading an article where it was on lack, right?
Okay.
Example, meditation. I meditate. The whole idea of meditation. Yeah, you'd be surprised. So the whole idea is lack of focusing on empty space. So I just want to know if you think the spiritual aspects are connected to the physical in terms of, lack of social media, lack of conversation, again, lack of food. Apparently, it leads to wanting more in terms of work. I've read articles on these things where if you actually deny yourself eating food, where you get too filled up and too comfortable, it makes you a bit lazy, makes you slow. So there are actually people, there's a bodybuilder, I think he's called Rashid. I think he eats once a day in the afternoon, and he's trying his best to prove scientifically that this is actually a good thing. Like, don't eat as much. Yeah, he does. He eats once a day.
What are the health?
So I just
So
want
I'll
to
come
know.
to that.
Yeah.
Is it
so-
like intertwined?
Yeah, it is. So let me just tackle intermittent fasting, and then we'll move on from there. Now, intermittent fasting is defined as something that you are doing intentionally.
Yeah.
To stop eating and eating intentionally. So I'm using eating and not eating in the sense that I don't use the word fasting in there.
Okay.
You are avoiding food, but you're not avoiding water. So now there are systems in place. The reason why this is so carefully done is this. When our part of the world, we eat a lot of carbs, a lot of it, and we burn less of it. Carbohydrate is supposed to be for energy, right? We, on the other hand, we eat so much of it that we don't use most of it. So God in His wisdom, science in His wisdom, tells you that when you break down carbohydrates to produce energy, the excess is stored as glycogen in your liver. That's like short-term energy. If you need it, something happens, you're running, something's chasing you, you're running, and you need energy, a burst of energy goes into your liver and picks it up and gives it to you. And in your muscles, it's stored in your muscles. So it gives it to you, and then you're off. You'll go faster. Now, because it's a short burst, that's why when you are done and you jump the wall and you dive and you land and ask you to do the same thing over again, you find like without adrenaline and everything acting, you don't have anything to do. Now, the second one is stored as adipose tissue, fat. That's where the problem is.
Problem?
Because we think that when you eat oils and fats and things, that's the one that's giving you a problem. No. What's causing that is the one you're storing in your muscles and around your skin. It's all adipose. It's carbohydrate. Excess carbohydrate. It has nowhere to be stored. The liver is full. Where does it go? And it looks like, okay, skin layer. It looks like expandable. Let me keep it there for a meantime. Now, intermittent fasting's idea is to trigger your mechanism where your glycogen is burnt. Your body goes into your glycogen stores, burns off it, and then goes into your fat stores to get energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we read about that too. Yeah.
Doc, it's fasting for everybody. Intermittent fasting
I'll come there.
specifically. Is it
I'll come
for
there.
everybody?
No, it's not. It's not advisable for teens.
If you fast, yeah.
I'll finish.
It's not advisable. If you are pregnant, you are breastfeeding. No. If you're a teen, you're a child. Because children at their age, they need protein, carbohydrates to grow. They're in that developmental stage. You need that energy to grow to a certain. That's why, for lack of better, when we see this war-torn nations and they're showing videos on UNSAID and WHO is talking about it, they show these children who are born and lean. Because ideally, these children are supposed to be eating regularly to gain muscle mass, but they are not. So even that child, if you that same child, we do intermittent fasting for a child, the child can lose weight and become bony. Whereas you and I will do it and we'll look fine.
Yeah.
We'll look toned and all that. It is a reverse. Secondly, if you are diabetic, don't try this. Type 1, type 2, don't try it.
Why?
Blood sugar.
Blood sugar level. So another word, the reason why your fat stores, listen, I don't want to use scientific words, but insulin activates.
No, use it. We are
So insulin activates, insulin is what pushes this energy stores into your bloodstream for you to get energy. When it's broken down, the fat is broken down. It's insulin that activates it. So if you eat more, insulin level goes, it matches each other. The amount of carbohydrates and sugars in your blood is equal to the amount of insulin that's in your blood. So in the sense that you're eating more, there's more insulin. Now, what you don't want to happen is that, and when you eat less, insulin levels go down. What you don't want to happen is that you want insulin to be very active and reactionary. In the sense that I don't have food in my body. Insulin is so sensitive that, okay, there's no food, we need to get sugar into the system. So insulin quickly goes around looking for fat stores, burns them and breaks it down and gives you. Now, another thing is that when you break down fat, you get ketones. So you see the keto diet?
Yeah.
It's from fat, ketos. Because they are lighter.
What's that? Sorry,
Keto diet.
It's a keto diet where you don't eat carbohydrates, you eat only proteins.
Oh.
So you activate.
That's what they call it.
Keto.
It's a keto diet.
How do you spell that?
Keto.
Oh.
So
Like keto.
Lord have mercy.
Yes.
Yes. So the reason why it's called that diet is
you
because in taking protein, you are taking out carbohydrates, right? Now you need carbohydrates. Carbohydrates stores into glycogen and fats. For it to break down fats, you get ketones. If you are eating only protein, there's no carbohydrate. Your body has to look for the carbohydrate somewhere, energy somewhere else, because protein doesn't really give much energy. It's bodybuilding. So it goes around looking for it, doesn't find it, goes and breaks down your fat into ketones. So it causes ketoacidosis. So a lot of ketones come into your blood because of the protein you are eating.
Oh. And is that good or bad?
That's good. But
That's
if it's
good.
too high level, it's bad.
Okay.
Because you don't want, it gets acidosis, that means that you are getting really
Okay,
bad.
so Doc, you use me as a scapegoat here.
No, so if you want to do this intermittent fasting, right?
Yes.
First, we need to identify your BMI, which is a basic metabolic index, right? We measure your height and your weight to find out whether you're in the range. There's a range for it.
Is that different from
my
body
height?
mass index?
It's the same thing, right?
But you
so
can't just get up and do keto.
you can't just get up and do this.
No, not. I mean intermittent fasting.
Intermittent.
Yeah, you can't just get up and do. You need to see a doctor about it. Whether
So
you
even
actually
from a
have
religious standpoint, you have still.
yes, even you see men of God who tell you that if you have ulcer and all these medical
shouldn't.
conditions, you
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're on medication and other things that requires you to eat to take your medication, you don't try this. We
'Cause a lot
tend
of
to try to
people-
mix. Yeah, people who do that. They think
that, yeah.
there's spirituality, and people used to joke that my boss would say that you die and go to heaven, and God will probably ask you that how
Why are
stupid
you
are
here?
you? How are you here?
Yeah, I get that.
You get it? You didn't eat first and you got ulcer. You didn't stress everything and got ulcer, and I'm helping you treat it. And you're praying to me for healing, and then you said that no, I should stop eating instead.
So sorry to go back a bit, but with intermittent, do you define the time
So
span?
there's 3 parameters, right? You choose. There's something called 16 and 8. It's a time. 16 plus 8 is called 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do, let's say we start from 12 p.m. And the next 8 hours is 8 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you that between 12 and 8 p.m., I want you to eat.
You want me to eat?
Yeah, eat. 12, 8 thing want to eat it. Balanced diet, protein, whatever, eat it. 12 to 8. But as soon as it's 8 o'clock p.m. till tomorrow, the following day, 12,
12.
you are not eating anything. You're just going to be drinking water.
Okay.
So we're going to trigger the mechanism where we're going to burn out the glycogen stores and come back for the ones you're fat. So slowly you're going to burn. Apart from that too, it helps with brain development, helps your neurons.
So what you're saying is medical advice.
This is medical advice. This is
Oh, wow.
research based. So we have 60 and 8. Then there's one we call eat, fast, eat. So you're going to do eat fast, eat eat fast, eat in the sense that you're going to do 24 hours, where you eat. Let's say today, Monday, you eat. Tuesday, you don't.
Oh, wait, no,
You
I didn't
eat
understand.
for-
No, it's
wait,
not
so
me.
You the whole day,
eat
like
for
you eat your 3
24
balanced meals.
hours.
You eat a
Within
balanced
the
diet.
24 hours, eat whatever you want
Yeah.
to eat.
So
Then for
when
the
it's
next
12
24 hours,
a.m.,
you don't eat.
from 12 a.m. to the next 12 a.m., you are good. No food.
Wow.
Is this also medical
Tell us
advice,
me.
or this is not medical? Because
This I'm giving the parameters in which. So you, as I said, as a doctor, we'll have to research with you and sit down with which one
Works
can you
for
handle
you.
works for you,
Lenny, that's
right?
the one that
Then we
was-
have the 5-2 diet.
I can try the
5-2
eight.
diet in the
Is
sense
it-
that
is
you're going to do.
is disengaged from all this myths. Any of this myths.
no,
Any of this myths.
Do you know that?
Hey, Doc, let me tell you.
I'm more
we were-
disciplined than all of them.
I'm not sick.
Doc,
I'm not more disciplined than all
we
of
were
them.
in
See the way
Malawi
when
for a
he's scared,
few
like he
days.
put a gun to her, like he's like, hey, oh, hey.
Doc, we were in Malawi for 2 days, for a few days. The 2 people who stocked their fridge, steep and cereal, they had everything in there.
don't
To the point that when we were even leaving, there was food
There's no left food in
enough
the
to
fridge.
feed.
I have fasted several times.
No,
I'm
no,
listening
no,
to
no.
the conversation. It's
So
very
the 5-1, 5-1. I think most people prefer that. In the sense
Oh,
that
Doc, you were on the
third
eat
one.
fast, eat.
yeah. So eat fast, eat you eat on Monday, Tuesday you don't.
This is what I like. Eat fast.
So it's eat fast, eat, or you can say eat, stop, eat.
Okay.
So eat, stop, eat, stop, eat. So if you calculate it by within 3 days of fasting, you're doing 3 days of fasting and 4 days of eating
Out of the week.
out of the week, the 7 days. Then we have 5-2, in the sense that for the next 5 days, eat your normal diet, healthy diet, exercise. Then the last 2 days, you reduce your calorie intake by about 500 to 700
that is not food intake. That's calorie intake. So you
calorie
can
intake.
eat,
So you
but
can
not-
eat, but you have to reduce. You're doing portions now, in the sense that you might on Saturday you can do maybe your Hausa cocoa in the morning, and the next time you eat it probably around 4 p.m.
Wow.
Which you don't eat fufu. We're not saying go and eat fufu. You eat a bowl of salad
He
and
drinks the Hausa cocoa while she's making breakfast. The Hausa cocoa is for like the period of making
Because
food.
when you wake-
it's part of the prep.
When
Yeah,
you
so that
wake,
she doesn't collapse during
your
cooking.
stomach is closed, so you have to open it with the outer cocoa before you cook and eat.
Oh, it's
So-
God. If God added fat to your life, like we'll see you different. It's God that saw you and said, "Oh,
I think yours is metabolism. Your metabolism is really fast.
So
like-
I
It's the grace of God.
Doc.
yeah, but that doesn't mean that people like you.
Are healthy.
Yes, because people
Yeah.
like
Hey,
you.
then let me leave my question there.
Yes, because
Yeah,
some people
slim
think
doesn't
some people
mean
can be listening to
no.
that they think I'm slim, I'm eating everything, but still I'm not gaining
Yeah.
weight, and they keep
Charlie.
laughing at their friends who like
Charlie.
even the smell of food can make them gain weight.
Charlie, I saw.
Somebody like if I breathe in the food, I'll
I'm sorry
gain
to
weight.
digress. I
Slim
saw.
doesn't mean healthy.
I
Fat
heard this
doesn't mean
on
unhealthy.
TikTok. There's most savage video of Valentine that I heard. Some guy being interviewed. They asked him. He says, "Slim, Valentine's for slim girls, Mother's Day is for fat people.
That's wrong. What is that body shaming? Or
Diabolical.
That's diabolical.
Valentine's Day for slim girls and Mother's Day for fat people.
But there's nothing wrong. It's true.
Because you're assuming all mothers are fat.
Assumption,
That's a savage.
But what's wrong with it?
Well, that's a savage.
Way to go about it.
What's wrong with
He's
it?
trying to say a lot.
These things.
He's trying.
No. When a guy has a stomach, what is he referred to as?
Sugar daddy.
When a guy has a fit body, what's he referred to as?
Slaking.
So why we laugh at it? So why is this joke any different? Hey boss, let's go on 3. Let's laugh at it and go. Boss, tell me about fasting.
So to digress a bit, anybody who is like,
Mother's Day for no ever.
you're eating a lot of fatty foods, you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, and you're not gaining weight and all that, you have to be careful because you are leading yourself to getting hypercholesteremia. You're going to increase your high blood pressure because cholesterol is going to fill your blood vessels, narrowing them and causing your heart to struggle.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Because I think
you can get hypertension from you are eating a lot of fatty food, thinking that you are burning it and not gaining weight.
so. Wait, how do you check that? Because again, it's not showing on you
Just
physically. Do you go to the hospital?
Yeah, hypertension. you
Find a
Charlie,
check your blood, check your BPs. Your BPs are very important. Your blood pressure. So often, pharmacies have it now.
a lot
You
of
can enter
people-
any pharmacy and check it.
A lot of people don't realize that nutrition and management of weight is a medical issue. We've made it more of a lifestyle issue because it's been commercialized as the gym, fashion, all these other things. So we don't realize that it is a medical issue. That's why you have people like abusing the likes of Ozempic and all these other things and thinking, I'm just trying to lose weight. But in order for you to lose those large amounts of weight, you are manipulating your biology, which is medical, which is indicative on your liver, on your kidneys, on your heart, on your
mind.
blood
So-
flow,
so-
your cholesterol, everything. So it's not just about looking good and they lose weight and you post it on the gram and get your 1,000 likes.
Charlie.
You might look good on the gram, but your kidney is suffering.
So basically, you can have two people. One is fat, large. One is slim. The fat person can be
Healthier.
healthier than the slim.
Yes.
person.
So-
This is the
Today's
way-
your first day.
Yeah.
No, we say fat here.
I mean,
It's a lie.
It's a,
I mean, right?
large is for
large, big.
my fridge box.
That's a large box. However, someone wants to identify. But this is an actual thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I mentioned we were talking about the index, the BMI, right?
Yeah.
Now the problem with the BMI is that if I'm supposed to take your height and your weight to tell whether you're overweight, underweight, or obese, or morbidly obese, or dangerously obese, or death obese. Now, if I check your BMI, this BMI thing, it works. If I take someone who works out and has muscle, the person might be told that it's overweight, but it's actually healthy.
Wow.
Because it was not designed. It was designed for Europeans. It was a system designed for Europeans, not us. So I was telling my professor one time that, professor, we might want to come up with African one because we have to take into consideration what we eat, how our body structure, genetics, and everything to come up with our own BMI code.
Body structure.
Yes. So they use a waist. If you're a man and you measure your waist diameter, it can tell whether you are at risk of cardiovascular issues.
I beg, is there a tape measure around here?
But Doc, how does that come about? Because
So-
if we are using the slim and healthy, fat, healthy situation, right?
Eat fast, eat.
Someone can be big, measure their waist, and then that person will be bigger than someone who is slim and unhealthy. So how can you determine from the waist
it's
size?
relative to your operating system, quote unquote. So you see that Bobo Yada takes the ball like you see when they load and they can't go, right?
Yeah.
The engine that is pulling all that trash is suffering. Okay, that could be a body. So you could be muscular, you could be big, you could look fit because you are cut and all that blah blah. But the things that drive you, that pump your blood and process your urine,
struggling.
all that, they are struggling because all that muscle mass
Has
is a lot
requirements.
on them. Do you get it?
I get that. What I'm asking is,
So-
if we are going by when we say that a fat person may be healthier than a slim person, right? If you are going to measure for men, right, how can you determine that someone who has a broader waist is probably more unhealthy than someone with a slimmer waist, or someone with a slimmer waist is healthier than someone with a broader waist?
So
Just-
it's a prime. Yeah. So if you are less than, if you're a man and your waist is less than 94 centimeters,
Who you are?
Hey,
right? Then you are good. If you're a woman and you're less than 80 centimeters, you are good.
Okay.
That's
no.
That's
Okay.
Can you please repeat that?
31 that's 31.5 inches.
Doc, let me
I think,
correct
for
you. You are
women.
wrong. No, Doc, let me correct you. In the other world, in the dark world, you are wrong. When a woman's waist is what? It's less
80.
than 80. Okay, waist.
Yeah,
If-
waist diameter.
80 what?
Centimeters.
I thought you was referencing to that's how I wanted to correct him. In the dark
Cardiovascular. We
world.
are talking about cardiovascular risk. We are not
Gym
talking-
size.
That'll be inches.
That'll be inches. So that's like
what's it?
31.5 inches.
That,
So
that
all
the
the
woman is okay.
with
Yeah.
31 people.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You see,
So Doc, I was using so
do you
let's-
understand what I'm
I've
saying?
mentioned two things.
when you check my height, what was I?
Well, don't
Yeah, I
sabo
don't
boy.
remember.
Or was it 5'8" or 5'7"?
5'8".
Let's say 5'8". So
yeah.
Doc, let's say
let-
5'8"
so do you know
by
weight?
my let's say around 82 about.
So let's do weight of 82, right?
Yeah.
And then height of
You won't know, you know or no. Is it yeah?
5'7".
And you can knock me 5'7", so that if you get it wrong, if I don't like the answer, then I change to 5'8".
Your BMI. Let's see if you're overweight or you are.
Hey, Lua is involved.
Okay, so we converted your height, your inches into meters, which give us 0.145 meters. Your BMI is 39.0. So let's say so I'm going to mention these figures for put here. If you're underweight, your BMI should be 18.5, less than 18.5. You're underweight, if I calculate it. If you're normal weight, it's 18.5 to 24.9.
So
If
39.
you're overweight, 25 to 29.9.
And I'm
That's your
what,
BMI.
39.
Obese is BMI greater than 30.
Doc,
And J is what?
no. My weight
You
is...
say your weight is 80?
No, it will be 70 something.
You say 82 or 84.
No. It will be 70 something.
Why are you
It's
reducing?
70. No, I had to give a wrong one to see that.
So if it's 70, then
Something.
you are
It's 70 something.
if you are 24.2. So you are
It doesn't mean there's anything wrong to you.
No,
It
no,
just
no,
means
no,
you
no.
are away from the average.
Yeah.
you're away from the average. Yeah, so
Leave
It doesn't mean you are sick or.
Let's leave me at where.
no, so when somebody
wants
wants to lose weight, right? We tell the person, if the person is trying to lose weight, we give the person these parameters. Because the more your height, you cannot change your height, right? Your height is a
Hey,
fixed.
dog, calm down.
No, I mean if you're
Like
calculating your
our
height,
stretch.
yeah, no, if you are using your height per your health, we can't change your height, but your weight we
Yeah.
can. So it's a number we can change. So if you're on a diet, we can calculate how much weight you need to lose per your height to be normal weight.
So
Be
could you
normal.
see someone like me and tell me I need to lose more weight?
Yeah, we have. That's why we check. You check your weight and your height, and then plus there's other thing. There's muscle,
It
there's
depends
fat
on what is happening on your
On your
body,
on the inside,
your
yeah.
inside. Because I can check your. Let's see if I check.
It's not based
if your
on the
family
outside.
is diabetic,
Yeah.
your family is diabetic genetically, chances are you will be diabetic too. So if you are early, if somebody's listening to us and your family, you know people in your family are diabetic,
Okay.
those things are passed on. So you might want to start going on a diet, like change your diet, sugar level, reducing some of the things you take, because if you do that, by the time you find out you're diabetic, you also go further forward than early.
Oh.
Right? If you know your family is hypertensive and they are morbid sample obese and they are, chairman, you better start taking your lifestyle, change the
Okay.
lifestyle, right? Because you can't avoid certain things, genetics, and say you are praying about it and you still will be drinking and doing it that predispose you to getting sick. No. If you have lung cancer in your family and you are exposing yourself to second inhalational smoke, you are not around smoking, but you are around people who smoke or places where people smoke, you are even worse off.
Shouting, I don't smoke.
Yeah, you don't smoke, but you're inhaling more than the person who is actually taking in, because he takes it, he brings it out, then you are actually, and he's burning all that, and you're also in there.
But is there, okay, so I get what you're saying, right? But in terms of size, is there like a size where off face value, you say, this is way too much? Like,
So the person can tell you that people used to make that as a joke, but it's a real thing. If you can't stand and see your manhood, that's a problem. If you can't stand flat, like stand this and
Straight.
look down
Okay,
and
so
see
that-
it,
What
that-
happens
that's a
when
problem.
the women look down? 'Cause
Dog.
they can't
no,
see
what
their
if I
manhood.
am heavily blessed?
Dog.
Like,
so the women, they come with the things that the folds.
You know, I'm just joking.
The
But for
folds.
women as well, some women
Can't,
also can't.
because the folds.
see if
You can't
you're
even
at
see the
that
pubic
point.
hair. They can't see the
naturally,
pubic
when
hair.
If you use that metrics, you might be misinforming Razak. and he might
I'm just saying that.
he might be overweight.
That you guys actually got.
He might be overweight, but because he can see the this thing, he's just I'm fine. So
I mean,
Some people are blessed.
some people are blessed. So if you use that, that might be 36 inches, but I can still see everything fine.
No, is it why we always say this that I always say this thing in the studio that if something should drop here and we say everybody should run up the stairs quickly and come back, we will see differences. Somebody will, before the third, fourth step, somebody's panting like crazy. And the same way happens if you if there was something like there's a lion here and everybody's supposed to run, you will see people struggling. It's because we've not added exercise as a thing to our lifestyle. We are saying intermittent fasting. This thing goes with exercise. Do you know that when you are running, right, and you are taking a lot of oxygen, right, and you are bringing a lot of carbon dioxide, right, you are burning a lot of fat. The more you breathe in, like faster you breathe in and breathe out, you are burning more fat. Now, somebody told me that. So that means that if I sit at one place and look,
That's what I was thinking.
dude, you hyperventilate. That's hyperventilating. You fall down and collapse. That doesn't work. You need to put your heart, your blood, everything in motion, working. So in sportsmen, if you want to check how good your heart is, we put you on a treadmill and we put tags on you and check how your heart is working. We don't just put you. So we check two things. We put your heart at rest and check how it's working at rest, and we stress. It's called a stress test. We stress your body and see how far it can go.
It's not different from an ECG.
It's the same ECG that is attached. So the ECG is reading. It reads when you are at rest, and so there's a parameter for you to when you are stressed. That's what you do for people who collapse on the pitch, football pitch.
Is there any correlation with this and bodybuilders who have heart issues? Because apparently that's
they use steroids.
Okay.
Some are using steroids.
So
he mentioned something, right? This building was built in a foundation for it to be a story, right? If I put another story on it, yeah, maybe you can handle it, right? If I put another story on it, now we are the iron rods in this will start creaking, but we won't hear it, and we'll still be going until one day it just gives way.
Tumbling down.
That's how your bones and your body was designed. That's why we were talking about arthritis after I mentioned it. Your knees and your joints were designed to carry a certain weight. You, on the other hand, have decided to build body and build mass and put too much weight on it. So most of them are always wearing knee guards. Yeah, they always wear knee guards and their knees are, and they can't even make a phone call. They have to sort of do this.
Yeah, we can't. Like
he hasn't pat himself on the he hasn't pat himself on the back for 6 years.
Why are you talking about me? See, like, yeah, I relate.
You see,
Wow.
yeah, because you can't reach. You see, there's something called toning down, like toning the body, making it look good. That's good and healthy. But when you go beyond a certain point where it's affecting your normal mechanism or
You have a local name for that.
then
But there's a woman who can't escape this. Like even when they lose weight, they are also heavily endowed. So
yeah, that's genetics.
okay.
The parameters for genetics. That one
is another thing.
That one we can't do anything about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
they can, but they can't unless.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that.
So why does the body choose to store fat around stomach waist area and doesn't put it in the head?
Well, it does. It does everywhere.
I understand, but
It's where there's space.
I've like average human being. It's you realize that they say you eat late and your tummy starts getting big. You know, not in the stomach swelling, but it's fat that's building up around the stomach. Is that the first point of deposit for the body?
No, the butt is one. It looks for where there's. You see where you can stretch.
Your
underarm, under your thigh, your lower thigh,
result.
lower
So
abdomen.
a woman can eat to get butt.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
But
Whoa.
you see, it's
But
not.
you see,
exclusive.
it's not
direct.
It's not-
It's not like I'm going to eat.
We can code it.
all
And
this
say go all the way.
and
But
go.
you might also just be gymming the stomach so you don't get belly there, and then just maybe.
So
That's
what
what the fit girls do.
okay.
They
So
eat all the
eat
protein
excess
and everything,
calories
and then
they
they
work out what they don't want.
what they want.
Oh.
So there's squats is supposed to firm up the muscles around that place, so to hold the amount of fat that is there.
Okay.
So when you tighten the muscles,
This might sound very.
The if you are sitting at home and eating and tightening stomach, it's not part.
it's not part
Is
of it.
that for the people who
corset.
use
The
corset looking thing. No, yeah, it's
not
not
part. You need
it's
to
not part.
bend the
You need to
calories.
and the
bend.
waist trainers?
Really?
Yeah, you need to bend.
So recently, I saw someone snap, and I was like, "Baby girl, what's up?" Like, I really like she looked really good. So I asked her, what do you do? And she says, oh, she doesn't eat after 6.
Just imagine.
And that
saying,
she
boy, what do you
does
do?
waist training. Don't do that. She does waist training. She didn't say she exercises.
What does she mean by waist training?
So that's with the
So
Corset.
what they do is
Corset.
some people sleep with it,
Yeah.
right?
What?
So you are training, yeah.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
what they'll do is they'll tighten it however comfortable it is for them. Then they go through the night with it. For those who don't go through the night with it, they'll
They
go
do
through
through
their
the day.
whole day with it. So that is what waist training
Do we need
is.
to talk about this?
Even guys.
Do you
yes,
some
I've
guys, yeah.
noticed
You
some
see-
guys.
you know what they are
You see-
doing?
you
You know,
see-
you have to talk about it. Do you know what's happening in your stomach? Like what you are doing?
You see, ballet, they tie their feet until the feet
It stays
become
like that.
this.
Yeah.
There are cultures where they tie their children's heads until their heads become long. What you are doing is your body is muscle, it's tissue.
It's clay.
It's very
clay,
malleable.
It's very malleable. So yes, you will get the sculpt, right? But there's zero health dynamics around that. You could still have that sculpt and still have greasy organs with all the fatty stuff, blah blah blah. But because you are more focused on the aesthetic,
Physical.
right?
Doc, thanks for all of
Jesus.
this. I have one last question to wrap up, and I don't want people to think that this question is one of those, it's
it
a
is
serious
one of
question.
those. This is one of those.
We've discussed, and this is talking about size with regards to fat placement and deposits, and size for manhoods. Are there, people take medications and stuff for their their penises to be, and I want to find out about that and whether food in itself can increase the size of a man's,
Not that. Food doesn't do that. Food. I think if food did that, people who are obese or fat, for lack of a better word, will have the biggest.
Somebody told him banana.
Banana is just
Doc,
potassium.
to wrap
It's
up,
also just
so
use
Doc, to
stamina,
wrap it
like,
up,
reduce
how
electrolyte.
does a man increase the size of his
You can't.
penis?
It's genetics. If you
So
could,
what you have is what you have.
If you could, the Chinese would have done. Asians would have done it already. Sorry, not to be racist, but they would have done it.
So
a long time ago.
what God gives you is what you have.
Yeah, we say they have a smaller thing, right, in Asia and all that, but they have the biggest population. Does it really matter?
Oh,
Hey.
punchlines.
I think we can
Oh.
close on this.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Is that mic?
Yes.
Holy
we
smokes.
should close on
That's how
this.
you use it. Oh.
The learnings from all that we've heard is that what God gives you,
Except for
Maintain
Why is it so easy for men to be shamed on that though? I guess another day, but anyways.
on size.
Like it's-
Welcome
and
again.
then
It's
also
very
maybe
easy.
we can
He's understanding the way.
Doc, maybe we
It's-
can also look at the
it's
people
not-
who sell, because there are a lot of people who
It's
are
so
selling
wrong.
penis
That topic
enlargements,
we've talked. Health workers have talked about because the
medication
kidney
and
problems, the
stuff like
liver
that.
problem. He knows.
Okay. All right, so Doc, so next week I promise
somebody
you,
investing in the
viewers, that we'll discuss this on those medications
let's
people.
add the skin toning people. Why?
Yeah, what the medications people take for these enlargements. We'll discuss that. Let's
Yeah.
note that down.
Nice called toning.
So again, what God gives you, you take it. But it's
And
not
maintain
about
it.
yes, it's not necessarily about that they say like you are. It's also the person you are going to meet and the person's
It's not one size. It's not one size fits all, is it?
Yeah,
You
because
don't want to get into this
maybe you've met,
but it's okay.
on that note, that time is up.
You don't want
We
to
have
get
to go.
into this
Jason, thank you.
conversation.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
3 Media
You're
Networks again. And then,
welcome.
so thank you as well, viewers, for watching us here on the show. I want to remind you again that Betway's got a great feature for you, the Bet Saver feature, where you can always win, even if your bet misses. For those who are placing bets and then one or more, messes up your slip. Well, guess what? Courtesy Betway, with the Bet Saver feature, you can always get your bet back and more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway gets way more. And on that note, NPT. Google that.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.